Gourd.
Cornucopia. Gourd.
Fun cornucopia. It's not like the one in the Hunger Games where they were chopping people up in front of it.
Oh my gosh. What's your favorite Thanksgiving dish, my friend? What is, like, when you think about Thanksgiving, it's like you get excited about certain food groups. Let's go. Let's hear it.
Well, we eat the same thing every day anyway. Like, well, not every day because we just go overboard on Thanksgiving. So in the Hispanic culture, it's more common to have pig for Thanksgiving.
Oh, wow.
So you get like a big roasted pork butt, and that has to cook for like, my mom will correct me, it's like 8 hours or something.
She's like an entire fortnight.
It's like slow cooked for like, I don't know, 4, 6, 8, 20 hours, whatever it is, guys.
Slow cooked.
It's slow cooked, and it'll just fall apart. It's called pernil. And it's very fatty and greasy.
Oh,
it's not healthy.
Yes.
I don't like pig, when you cook it, I don't know how much experience you have, like just a big old chunk of pig. Like not just ham, just a straight up freaking pork butt.
Here's half of a pig.
Yeah, like that. But it's just got this real thick layer of skin and fat, and a lot of people like it. I hate it. I don't. We talked about that before.
We did.
I don't like.
I'm a big. I like a gristle on the steak.
No, man.
Like when you get towards the end, I'm not talking like all gristle, the hard stuff, but like a little love on the side. You know what I mean?
No, I can't.
Oh no, that's the best part, dude.
I get in trouble at the table.
You know the
fat.
like,
how much meat you're throwing away? Like
the fat through the steak gives it its flavor, man.
I hear. So I'm told. I can't do it.
So they say.
Gag, dude. I don't know why. Just a big texture thing. Just a big like.
Yeah.
So a lot of
pork butt on Thanksgiving.
Pork butt is very good.
And what did you go? What is it called?
Pernil.
Yeah.
That's very good. Very good, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah, and then rice and beans with that.
You guys rice and beans on Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Really?
Rice and beans.
Wow. So you don't do like the traditional, not traditional.
We have done like a turkey.
I'm talking about, like a turkey, are you a stuffing fan?
Yeah, it depends. Stuffing is good.
Stuffing, yeah.
I don't like gravy too much.
Not a gravy fan? Okay. I'm going to give him
cranberry sauce, I don't like that either.
Yeah, I've never been a cranberry sauce fan. They're like, oh, well then you've, I love this. Isn't this funny? You always hear this. Well, you've never had my cranberry sauce. And I'm like, all makes me kind of gag a little bit. Not a big fan of it. The tart... Ugh.
Have you had a beet before?
A beet? Yeah, I've had beet.
It's funny, like I had a beet like 2 Thanksgivings ago, and it tasted very it was fine. It tastes good.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's
very watery kind of.
Yeah, no, there's not too much flavor there. Yeah, it's like all how you prepare it, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a huge stuffing fan, man. I love the stuffing. But yeah, turkey, baby. I like. Are you when you eat turkey, are you white meat or dark meat kind of guy?
White meat.
White meat. I'm a dark meat. I like the dark.
I go straight for the breasts.
You go for them breasts.
Give me that. Don't touch it.
That's right.
I don't need a leg. I don't need a wing.
I like the leg, man.
I don't need any.
I like the leg.
Like when it comes to legs and wings, I need that fried. Like fried hard. Like I like it crunchy.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a dark meat guy.
Yeah.
Big turkey leg, man. Big turkey leg. Give me the big giant turkey leg, some mashed potatoes, a little gravy.
Do you fry your turkey or do you put it in the oven?
No, we usually put it in the oven. I've never ever had a fried turkey before.
It's good.
This is Bree says the same thing. She goes, "Oh, yeah, it's very good.
It's easy. You just gotta make sure your turkey's completely thawed. You don't want to explode half the house,
bro. These freaking YouTube, dude, these YouTube videos of and why is it always people that look like, they're having a rough go at life.
I thought you were gonna say, why is it always people that look like me? Like
no, it is.
A Puerto Rican or a black guy doing that.
You don't do that. You don't see it. It's always these white people
in their 20s and stuff like
early 30s and they're just
and 20s,
and they're always like halfway in their garage, halfway out of the garage. There's a bunch of shit everywhere, and they're just like, "Hey, it's like Happy Thanksgiving, man. Let's fucking do it, man."
Like, it'd be funny today. Let's blow up half the side of the house. Like,
so funny. You know what else is funny too? Is what's not funny? None of this is funny. People getting injured and burned alive by grease. Not very funny.
Depends if you ask for it.
To go with the holiday spirit is people burning their Christmas trees and setting their house on fire.
Like real trees or fake?
Like their trees will get so... now this is not so much these days because a lot of people aren't doing real trees in the home.
Fake ones.
They're doing fake ones. But when you had real trees in the house, they would get dry. People wouldn't feed their trees water. So they'd get very dry. They'd get dried out. And then the old school lights before LEDs would get very hot. And these people would, they'd burn their freaking house down. Which is tradition. So...
Leave it up until it burns.
It's like hot chocolate, cinnamon buns. Burn your house down.
Burn trees.
Burn your house down.
I never did the real tree thing. I I don't know. It's
Your family we didn't really do the real tree?
not a single time.
We did a real tree for most of my childhood, but now, it's all fake, baby. All fake all the time. It's 2020. It's all fake. All of it's fake.
Put it up, take it down.
It's great, and it always looks good.
When do you put it up?
Dude, I mean, in my family, like me and Bree, we'll put it up sometime after Thanksgiving. We'll put it up probably, first week of December, so we can enjoy December and kind of get in the spirit.
Yeah.
I have a coworker that was very proud as soon as what was it? It was like
Black Friday, probably. A lot of people do that. Like as soon as Thanksgiving is over,
dude,
it goes up the next day.
Yeah, no, and it's very exciting, and people will leave it up through January.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's fun. This is my favorite time of year, man, and I think a lot of people would agree. It's a good time. You got football on TV. It's getting cooler outside. It's the holidays, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's the holidays. A lot to be thankful for, dude. A lot to be thankful for.
Yeah,
thankful
man.
The election is over.
Is it?
Is it over?
Some people it's not.
Oh, is it over? Oh,
Some
no.
people it's not. They tell a story about there's like a samurai. I gotta look this up again.
Okay.
This is true.
Yeah.
There's like some guy in North Korea, South Korea, or something like that, or in Japan or something. There was like a war, and this guy's like 80 years old, and he still stands watch like the war never ended for me. Like some of you out there are that guy.
There,
like,
you're the samurai
You're
standing.
still wearing the samurai sword and outfit. Like
man.
everybody else gave up, but I haven't. My honor does not allow me to give up on this war.
Goodness.
Like. We still got time, man. We can still overturn it. Can you, man?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Do we want to at this point? Does it matter? Like, we've moved on.
Keep it moving, man. Keep it moving. That's our slogan right here. Keep it moving. But, yeah, we got Thanksgiving coming up. This is a very different Thanksgiving this year. CDC is saying, don't get together. Don't get together, people. Don't do it.
They will.
I know. And you know what?
Okay.
It's all good. You know what? You do what you think is in your family's best interest. If you know what I mean? It's like a big deal. Figure it out. That's on you. It's up to you to decide what you want to do with your life, man.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody else.
Yeah.
We're having a few family members at the house. Local family members are coming over to our place. We're hosting Thanksgiving, man. This is a very big deal for me. We always go to the in-laws or the parents' house, and we're having a small get together at our house this year. So pretty excited about that, man. Pretty excited. Yeah, it's nice, man. It's fun being a homeowner.
That's what's fun about being married. You get to go to 2 different houses on holidays.
Yeah.
You enjoy it so much.
Yeah. I'm excited to have everybody at my house.
I work real hard to go to 3 other houses.
I mean, imagine, dude, me and Bree both have, what is the proper term here? Mixed families? Multiple. We'll just say multiple families. We both have multiple families. 2 sets of dads, 2 sets of, moms, or that whole thing. And so it's always growing up, and me and Bree laugh about that. We talk about holidays in the past where it's like a juggling routine in our family. So it's nice this year to be able to just be at home, have people come. I'm looking forward to it, man. I really am. Dude, my mother-in-law, by the way, makes the most incredible pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pie, homemade from scratch. Minus the crust sometimes. Sometimes
sweet potato pie is good too. Pumpkin pie is good.
Dude, pumpkin pie. But anyway, I literally...
Pumpkin soup is good.
Ooh.
Pumpkin soup.
I've never had a pumpkin soup.
I've had that. That was good.
I've had pumpkin fried or baked pumpkin seeds, a little salt. Put them in the... we used to do that when I was a preschool teacher. We did that as a cooking activity.
Mm.
We gut the pumpkin and we take all the seeds and let them dry overnight, and then we bake them. Yeah, but anyway, my mother-in-law makes the most incredible pumpkin pie, and I know it sounds silly, but I do look forward to it. Like, for real, look forward to it. And I'm always, whenever I go over there, I'm like, hey, Carol, you want to make me a pie? And she's like, no. I'm like, but anyway, I think we're getting pumpkin pies this year. They tried to mess with me the other day. I was at my in-laws' house, and we were hanging out. Bree was helping out her grandma clean up and stuff. And I was like, hey, looking forward to seeing you on Thursday. And she's like, yeah. And I was like, pumpkin pie. And she was messing with me. Her and Bree were in on it. She was like, well, Bree wanted to do like a cherry and an apple pie this year. And I was like, what?
Apple pie is the truth, man. Apple pie is the truth.
I've had a couple of decent apple pies in my day.
Man.
Is that your pie?
I've had some good apple pie.
Yeah. You do anything with it? You put a little a la mode? You do a little
I did not say I make apple pie, sir.
No, I'm saying how you take it. How do you take it?
Okay.
How do you take it?
No, just like it warm. Just right.
Warmed up? Mm-hmm.
I don't do all that. Like, a lot of people like ice cream and whipped cream on their pies and stuff like that. I'm like, you're already killing yourself. You don't need to take it up to Super Saiyan 2.
Yeah.
Like,
I do some whipped cream on the pumpkin pie.
like even the KO can attack was one. It's
times 20! Times 20. Diabetes times 20!
Yeah, no, diabetes is diabetes.
Diabetes.
Yams, man.
Are you a yams fan?
Yams.
I like yams.
Yams. I like greens and all that stuff. Like, I like all the, like, mac and cheese, dude.
Oh,
we get in trouble for not mentioning mac and cheese on Thanksgiving.
Come on, no, we have to, mac and cheese. Brie makes a really good green bean casserole.
No,
and
I
know,
does.
Dude, I'm telling you.
You don't do green bean casserole?
You can throw in the garbage.
Nah, green. I like green beans.
Yeah, no, she does it really nice. It's like she uses like a cream of chicken, and it's very good. It's very good.
You know, Thanksgiving is cool.
Mac and cheese, baby.
Cooking in general, it just brings people together.
It is fun.
It's nice.
It is nice.
It's nice to cook for someone too. Like, it's to be like, here, like, I made this for you. Like,
there is a certain feeling there.
Mm-hmm.
It is very nice. I love cooking now.
I always like that about Christmas and stuff like that. All those times, like, I like giving better than just receiving. We talked about that before, and it takes humility to receive. It does. We talked about not cutting off people from like giving.
Yeah.
Because sometimes just, I don't know if it's a masculinity thing or a pride thing, just across all genders, and it doesn't matter, but I can speak as a man. It's like sometimes it does feel like a masculinity thing. Like, I'd rather not have anything done for me. Like, I want to do for myself.
Right.
But you learn to just accept. Like, no, let that person enjoy the fact that they gave you something.
Because people do take joy doing that, man. It feels great.
Yeah, I remember when I got my first job, we talked about it before. Like, just being able to give my parents and my brother, like, the best gifts that I could afford at the time. Like, I got my brother a PlayStation, and my parents, I forgot what I got them. But it was like, I just went all out. And it was fun just seeing, like, man, like, I created a little moment.
Yeah.
Like, it was cool.
It's fun. It's fun giving gifts because, it's like, my parents, it's like, they have everything. So it's like every year we're trying to figure out, okay, what would be like a fun little, and I remember recently, I think it's for his birthday, my dad, I gave him a Godzilla action figure. And it sounds random, but I feel like I kind of killed that gift. He was visibly like, oh man, this is really awesome. Because why I did that was growing up, this is the VHS era, right? So, he had like a huge collection of VHS tapes upstairs in the room by the garage. And so I'd go up there and watch these movies. And one of the movies I fondly remember in my childhood was Godzilla 1985. And it was this horrifically English dubbed version of the Japanese movie. But anyway, I was a huge Godzilla fan. He used to give me like Godzilla action figures. Still got one of them. So I saw one of those, one of the really nice McFarlane looking, like, of the recent movie style Godzilla. I got him that and a couple other things. But it feels good to, like, give, man. And something that kind of goes, oh, man, there's a little thought put into that.
Yeah, that's important.
Unless you're broke and you can't buy anybody anything, all good.
You typically can get something.
You can get something. You can make something.
Yeah.
Do you ever make a gift? Do you ever make a gift before?
I don't remember making a gift. I used to draw a lot more, but I don't remember making one. But that's a nice thought. People can make something. Yeah. My mom makes gifts. She'll knit entire outfits.
Dude, I've seen some of her knitting is really impressive.
Yeah, it's nice.
Very impressive.
It's nice.
Dude, I can't do any of that. I'm not a big crafty kind of guy. I'm not really, I'm just mechanically not that sound, as you know. Not that sound.
No. But it's funny, the Godzilla. Did you see the last Godzillas?
I did. I saw both of them. I enjoyed both of them for different reasons. I liked them. I thought they were fun.
I fell asleep on the more recent one, the King of the Monsters.
The King of the Monsters,
I fell asleep. I don't know why.
This is a thing. You've fallen asleep in movies before. I feel like I've heard this many times from you. I fell asleep in that one. I'm like, damn, I really.
At a certain age can relate to falling asleep more often.
I have fallen asleep. Now, I'll fall asleep during a movie at home, but like in the theater, I don't think I've ever.
I didn't see that one in the theater. I got that.
Oh, just at home. Yeah,
at home.
Yeah. That's funny, man. That's funny. I'm a big movie monster fan. I liked the Cloverfields. I liked the Kong movie with Sam Jackson that came out recently. I like it, man. I like the big disaster monster movies. They're a lot of fun.
That's that Skull Island?
Yeah, Skull Island. Yeah. Or Kong. Kong was the first. What is it?
I don't remember, but I didn't see the most recent one, but I saw the one that was like the first remake from like years ago. where he was like on the ice or whatever, and then he was.
Oh, you're talking about the Peter Jackson?
Yeah, that one. I saw that one.
You gotta watch the most recent one with Sam Jackson and what's his name? From oh my goodness, what is this guy's name? I can't remember. But anyway, it's really good. It's fun. John C. Reilly is in it.
But that's not the one. The Kong Skull Island, I think, is the one where he's
massive.
He fights like a T-Rex and like snaps his mouth open.
No, that was the Peter Jackson, just King Kong. I think it was just called. I'll have to look it up. I got a phone here. We can look it up.
Yeah, no, but those movies were good.
No,
I just
that's
haven't
fun.
seen. I don't think I've seen the most recent.
You got to see the most recent one. It's a spectacle for sure. And apparently they're gonna make Godzilla and King Kong fight. And
they should have done that a long time ago, man. I'm ready for that.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Because you know what? It's funny. Like we talked about, like I think King Kong movies have been better than Godzilla. Because Godzilla has been so much build up, so much like freaking look at his tail, look at his eye, look, and then like for the last little bit, it's like the payoff isn't enough, man. It's like that's what I liked about the Transformers movies and stuff like that. Like just these big, like huge franchises. When you were a kid, you wanted to see these gigantic creatures and robots and stuff.
Yeah.
And then these movies are like people, a little bit of the foot, a little bit of this, and then in the end it's like a quick fight and then it's over. It's like,
well, that's what was the main criticism of that first Godzilla remake in 2014. It was like, Godzilla had a grand total of like 20 minutes on the screen.
Yeah.
And the rest of the movie was about these characters, these human characters that no one gives a shit about.
So like,
you know what I mean?
Has it been that long since the one where he first did like the atomic breath into the other one?
Was
that one 2014?
Yeah, that was 2014, dude.
Wow.
It was well done. It was well made, but
I mean, that scene
see,
was cool.
Yeah, the end of the movie was great.
Yeah, but it was a whole lot of waiting. Yeah, man.
Cool thing about that movie, it was there was a scene in that movie where it was Godzilla goes through Hawaii and goes through Honolulu and just and trashes like Waikiki and stuff, and there's like a flood and all this stuff, and it was really neat. And I remember I was living there when they were filming that. I was
saw Godzilla.
Was that?
You saw Godzilla?
Dude, he was there. He was there. No, he was massive. I couldn't believe how big he was. But anyway, the Marine I served with was able to be one of the extras in that scene where they're at the ocean. He's in the movie. I see him every time I watch it. He's at the ocean looking, and the ocean gets sucked back as it does when a tsunami is coming. This is crazy, dude. I lived through a tsunami at when I lived in Hawaii. Now, it wasn't this massive. I thought it was going to be this massive, incredible event, but it was wild.
It doesn't always have to be.
No. What it is we watched it, and I lived in Waikiki, and I had a porch, or a lanai, as they call it. So we were out there, and we camped out. This was, this had to have been 2010, 11, or 12, somewhere around there. But it was wild because the water got pulled back, and exposed the reef. It was so crazy. Like, it went from, 6 feet of water up to the seawall, and just got sucked down to like 6, 7, 8 inches of water, and then it just comes in, and it's just like a big storm surge basically. But it was really, really, that was impressive to me. I was like crazy. The movies make it seem like it's going to be
because they get that big, like you imagine.
Yeah, right. But the one I saw was very small, but it was crazy. Like the tsunami horns were going off at like 3 a.m.
and they go far inland. It's really, I think that's all it is to cut. Like, to be a tsunami, it just has to go a certain distance inland or something like that. Like, it's just...
I'm not too sure on the specifics, but it was very cool. I'll tell you what, dude, I'll never forget that. I was fast asleep in my little Waikiki apartment, and the sound of those tsunami horns going off at 3, 4 in the morning. It was
I'm sure you gotta get out of it. Like, if you were in the water at that time, you're gonna die. Like, you gotta get out.
Dude, it was this creepy feeling. It was like, man, just the sound of that. I imagine the sounds of like those tornado sirens in the Midwest is probably very similar in terms of just how eerie it is. But it was crazy. I remember it was all over the news, and I turned on the TV, and it was like, people in Waikiki evacuate, and it was like, oh crap.
It's wild.
Yeah, no, it was
like
crazy.
The sirens of Chernobyl.
Yeah, man.
You imagine?
Yeah. Speaking of Chernobyl,
I have not finished that show, and I bought it.
Oh man, it's wonderful.
It's like 3 to 4 episodes. It's not like 5 or something like that. Like,
I think the writer director or something from Chernobyl is doing the Last of Us HBO show. The Last of Us HBO show, which is very exciting.
Yeah.
For us gamer nerds.
So I'm excited for everybody because it's a good story.
It's a great story.
It's a really good story.
So
stick to the game.
Yeah, The Last of Us is a video game, a Sony exclusive video game, but it was a horrific story of survival in a post-apocalyptic style world. But it was a really great game and a really strong characters and direction. It was just awesome. So HBO is going to do an adaptation of it, and they got a bunch of the Naughty Dog team that did the game. I think the directors Neil and such, they're coming on to help direct the show and write the show, and they're getting the crew from Chernobyl, apparently, which is, as you know, Chernobyl was unbelievably realized.
I liked it a lot.
So good.
I learned a lot, because that was way before our time.
Way before.
And I don't remember learning about that in school. No. I knew about it just because I like a little bit of history here and there, so I'm familiar with the place and that there was a meltdown and stuff like that, but to be honest, I didn't even realize that a meltdown was what it was.
Like, what actually happened?
Like, I always thought a meltdown was like the mushroom cloud. Like, just something happened at the factory and just boom.
No, dude.
And it wasn't that at all.
Like, you can't even see it.
It's just intense.
You can't see it.
It's like, it's literally a meltdown. It's like a heat that you cannot even describe.
Yeah.
That is going through just the surface of the earth, going through everything and cannot be stopped. And just fallout, the fumes and the nuclear fallout.
The one shot I remember from Chernobyl, if you haven't seen the show, watch the show. If you have access to HBO, it's so good.
HBO, yeah. It was I bought it for $10 at Best Buy.
Oh, Blu-rays?
Yeah. No, DVD or Blu-ray. I don't remember which one it was, but it was like $10.
There's that shot where after the accident happens, it was this gorgeous shot where there were children in that town playing outside. And there was like the ash coming down, and they just thought it was kind of a fun, like it was snow or something. And it was just so beautifully shot. And it was like this juxtaposition of, these beautifully happy children playing with this just horrific incident that just happened. And it was just so well done. I get goosebumps thinking about it. I think I might have to rewatch that. It's so good.
I liked it a lot.
Speaking of great freaking shows, The Queen's Gambit. Ladies and gentlemen, good job, Netflix. Wow. You gotta watch this show.
I have it on my Kiwi.
The Kiwi. Put it at the top of the Kiwi. Dude, Queen's Gambit's fantastic. It's fantastic. It's just nice to see some beautifully, beautifully thought out moving pictures.
So you say it's about chess?
It's not about chess. It's about a young orphaned girl that learns to play chess and is a savant, basically. And it's her journey from her early years into adulthood and where her chess career takes her. But it's more of a story of her and her relationships, but dude, it's fantastic. But yes, I guess you could say it is about chess. It is about chess.
Well, it's about a chess player.
It's about a chess player, yeah. And you do see her play chess many times in the show. It makes me want to play chess. I'll tell you what. You play, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, we should play sometime. That'd be fun. We'll set up some cameras and we'll do an episode where we play chess or something.
I thought about that.
That would be.
So this would normally happen off camera.
Yeah,
I was thinking about taking the tripod.
Yeah.
And doing a top down of a chessboard.
And we
just having like.
And then over the shoulders.
Yeah.
We'll do 3.
And then just.
That'd be a lot of fun.
And just. So as we're talking the podcast, you can just see the moves.
Nah, that would be great. Let's do that.
It's not going to be a fair game because both of us are not going to be paying attention. So
well, yeah, that's the thing.
Focus on the game when you're talking about it. Yeah, so the last of us.
Maybe we play checkers.
We play domino.
We'll play Uno. You play Uno in your house? Are you a Uno family?
We play a lot of board games and stuff.
You do, guys. You do play some board games over at the Barrios household, which is very cool, man.
Some of the modern ones are expensive, man. Like, you got a board game that's like $60, $70.
Wow.
Like, and they go up. They got like $150 board games now.
Dang, man.
It's like, we have the most expensive board game we have. We have 2. There's one Dungeons and Dragons one that was like, it's like $70 or something. It's wild. It's expensive.
$70 for a board game. Jeez.
Yeah, no, it's crazy.
I didn't know.
They're very well done, and they've got a lot of stuff. But some of the modern games get expensive, and there's like a Doom board game. It's very expensive. It all depends on the use you get out of it, right? Like,
yeah, no.
We pay $60, $70 for a video game. Some people be like, you really spent that much on that?
Yeah.
Board game can get you the same amount of time and enjoyment. And you get to play with way more people. It's like you create memories and laughing.
And you're physically there, and there's something to be said about that.
If you're using it, it's worth it.
We bought Jenga the other day. Victor didn't know about Jenga. We bought Jenga. Victor needs some help with his fine motor skills and his patience, I think, is more important.
So do you play that once you touch it, you have to take it out?
Yes, and you can only use one hand. That is the official rule, by the way. You can only use one hand. You can't sit there and
you can't just go tapping everywhere.
No. Yeah. Oh no, you could do that. I see what you're saying. No. You can go around and look for what you want to do, but you can only use one hand.
Oh no, when we get like serious, it's like you look, and once you touch it, that's yours. You have to take that one out.
Well, that's like chess. It's
but like when we're just relaxing the casual, like in ranked mode. Once you touch it, once you touch it, that is yours.
Idiot, dude.
There is no mining and touching the entire thing. This is the easiest one.
Dude, I'm that asshole in Jenga where I'm like, let's start from the bottom. Like I'm taking out that lower right, gone.
Let's get crazy.
And guess what? It's coming back around. I'm going lower left.
Yeah.
And now we'll see who's got the guts.
Ruin it.
Who's got the guts after that move?
Yeah, the best games now that I mess with is Settlers of Catan is good. If you play board games, everybody knows about that one.
Okay.
You should, because
I don't know about this.
Yeah,
I'm not a board game guy.
You should mess with it because it's good for like all families. The age range is good and it's pretty easy to pick up. And then there's Exploding Kittens. It's like a card game. It's funny. Kids can play that too.
Yeah. You've talked about Exploding Kittens before.
Yeah. We played Sheriff. What is it called?
Sheriff of Nottingham.
Is it Sheriff of Nottingham? I think so.
I think it was just Sheriff of Nottingham. That was a lot of fun.
That was fun.
A game
I like games.
A game of deceit.
You have to deceive. Like you have to lie to your friends.
Yeah, I like it. We played right before I got married. You came over. We were playing What Do You Meme?
That was
that one. That one's a popular one with the old millennial.
You gotta have a good group though. Like
you do, and that's the thing with board games. It's like you gotta have a good group to play with.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but yeah, I came over that one night to your family's house or your house, and your family was there, and we all played board games till like 11, 12 at night. That one night, that was a lot of fun, man.
It's fun. It's good to do.
You play cards? You do any card games? You like card games?
Not really, not anymore.
Really?
When I was in high school, we played a lot of cards.
Yeah, I like blackjack. Blackjack's my jam, dude. You know, it's funny.
I got a funny spades.
I got a funny blackjack story. So, I used to be in early childhood, but my latter part of my career in that realm was working with school-age children. And I taught all the school-age kids, so this is like, 1st through 5th grade. Mm-hmm. But usually like the 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders, I taught them how to play blackjack. And using chips and betting and the risk reward.
Teach the children to bet.
I taught them how to do it. And, it's all good. They freaking loved it. So every day, Mr. Mac, can we play blackjack? And I was like, absolutely. I'm like, just like dealing them out. And we'd have, the cashew table, that shape. And I'd sit there at the middle there. I'm the dealer, dude, and I'm just dealing it out. We were using, Mancala beads, Mancala beads. We were using checker pieces for chips. That one's 25. This one was 10. And we had a blast playing blackjack. And I'll never forget it. I didn't think twice about it until one day, one of the parents was like, Mr. Matt, my daughter, all she wants to do at home is wants to play blackjack with us. And so in my head, I'm like, okay. But I'm like, oh, that's great. You guys playing blackjack? And she was like, yeah, she taught us how to play. And she was giving me this look like, and I couldn't read it. I was like, are you mad at me? But you know what? I don't think she was mad because, hey, man, they got excited about it. They were playing it at home. But that was my little blackjack story. It was so fun. We used to play blackjack, man. And so it was funny. Then we got real serious into it. And one of these little girls was like, I looked up online and how you're doing that, that's not actually how they do it in the real blackjack. I was like, well, what do they do? And she taught me how to do it. I was like, okay, the rules have changed. Mm-hmm. So, but yeah. That was fun. Good times at the after school programs. Yeah, playing blackjack.
We used to shoot a lot of dice. I laugh.
Do some dice.
That's like a
dice game.
That's like a hoodlum activity.
The dice World Series of Dice, man.
We used to shoot dice.
Yeah.
Just CeeLo and craps. Like.
We used to shoot dice.
Yeah.
Hot hands in a dice game, baby.
Hot hands in a dice game, baby.
A banana cognac. Yeah. Anyway, man.
Simpler times.
Yeah, no. Get together with your family, dude.
Let's go.
I'm excited. It's like,
you
want to play a board game, man. We should
Battleship.
play Battleship.
Remember the Battleship that used to squirt water in your face? They had one of those.
No,
yeah, they had one that was like you hit the button, boom,
can't
we treat you
right in the eye.
That's like it.
Oh, miss! Oh, right off the bow. That's funny. I didn't know that.
I remember, and I don't know if my dad's gonna remember this, but I remember as a kid, we were playing Battleship, me and him, and I was freaking cheating, and he didn't realize, it would be...
Oh, you were moving your ship or something? You just say, miss.
It was like, after an hour, he'd be like, hold on, let me see. He's like, look at mine. He's like, I got my whole board full of misses. Like, you can't fit a ship here. I was like, what are you talking about? So let me see. It's like... It's like his whole, because on the top you would put your white marker for a miss.
Of course.
He was like, my entire top board is
white. It's all white.
It's like, what do you mean?
You guys they're all submarines. They're all under the water.
I think now, as a parent, I'd be kind of furious. I'm gonna play with you for an hour.
You mean to tell me
I beat you an hour ago? You still got me playing this stupid game.
Oh, that's
we used
really
to butt
funny.
like, and I don't know if this is. I mean, it just seems like a basic strategy, right? You would butt your boats together to make it think like.
Oh yeah.
Like just at a certain angle, it's like okay, you got 3, and then the next one's a miss. She's like, okay, I got your 3, and it's like, no, that was like I got another one. I'm going up now.
I
Like
got levels of this thing. It's like an onion, man. We got levels. Dude, I remember I used to, when I was teaching, I would challenge the children. I'd say, if anyone can beat me in checkers, if you can beat me in checkers, I will buy you whatever you want from 7-Eleven, your choice. It doesn't matter. Candy bar, Slurpee, whatever you want. Bag of chips, your favorite little Andy Caps hot fries.
Black and mild.
A little, black and mild. A little wine tip.
little
wood tip.
menthols.
Little wood tip wine flavored black. A little Swisher Sweet. Whatever you want. Little
Dutch
Gary.
Masters.
Yeah, Dutch Master. You want a lotto ticket? I got you,
want
dude.
a Colt 45. Like.
I got you, bro. You want half gallon milk? It's whatever you want. So. So I would challenge these kids to checkers, dude, and every once in a while, they caught me slipping.
Yeah.
And they beat me, and I'd have to take my ass over to 7-Eleven and get a little.
Do you do Flying Kings and checkers?
Flying Kings?
This?
No, the Flying Kings. What are you talking about, Flying Kings? What is this?
The Flying Kings is once you became a king, you just go all the way across the board.
No.
We used to do that too.
Flying Kings, the fuck?
Once you became a king, you can go as far as you want down that ass.
You're like, I'll be
Did
jumping
you do multiple jumps? Did you do
multiple
that?
jumps, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, that's
multiple
official.
jumps and Flying King. It's like,
all over the board. All of a sudden, one wrong move, it was over. Yeah,
it's over. Like,
oh man, yeah.
Done. King me.
Yeah, no, dude. And it's funny. I took no prisoners, dude. It's like I don't care if you were in kindergarten. I was slaughting you, and that's how you win. That's how you learn to win. That's how you get better. I kicked their ass all over that board.
I seen a meme that was talking about it was like, I can't wait to be a parent so I can beat my kids up with this blue shell.
Are you talking about Mario Kart?
They were like, I want my kid to, like, as soon as he's about to start crying and he don't want to play no more, like, he's just gonna eat this blue shell. So
yeah,
like,
dude, that's right. Sometimes you get
that controller back up.
That's right. Rub it in the poop, man. Rub it in the poop.
Oh
yeah, no, but
relationship since 1990, like
yeah, man, no, dude. I really do miss working with kids, man. I miss it, man. The relationships you could build, it was great. And the more I worked with the older kids, the more I liked it, man. And when we recently did the Boys and Girls Club video, it was like, just talking to that director, it just brought back a lot of memories, man. And the world needs good, strong mentors for these young kids, man. I do miss it a lot.
And these kids are very perceptive.
Mm-hmm.
Like more than you realize, man.
Oh yeah.
Like you talk to a kid every now and then, and you hear the stuff that comes out of their mouth. Like
oh wow, you are
really
a
think
sponge.
you would never, like you never think they pick up on the little cues around the house and the frustrations and the stuff you deal with that you figure he's too young, he doesn't know what's going on.
All of a sudden they bust it out, and you go, how did you learn that from?
Yeah, like you wonder,
me.
like
Okay.
Like I'll speak for me. Like I see, like Hector specifically developing like kind of like little aggressive habits and little like short tempers, and I'm like, he didn't learn that from nowhere, dude. Like, this is not just come out of nowhere.
Victor as well gets real frustrated sometimes and gets
because he's
quick to get pissed off, and
even though he might not understand why you got mad, but he saw you get mad. Mm-hmm. And it's not to say that you're going to shield your kid and not get mad.
Yeah.
You're just explaining that the parents understand this.
You got to be careful.
The parents understand this, that the kid will pick up on every little thing. Yeah. And you know what? They pick up on every little thing except the reasoning behind it. They're not at that level to understand.
Right. They're only soaking the top layer up. You know?
So when the kid is like mad that I can't, get into the Fortnite right now, whatever, it's like... They've seen that anger in other places, and it's kind of like,
there's an energy in the house sometimes that kind of trickles down.
It doesn't just fall out of nowhere, man. Yeah. They're absorbing that and putting that out, man. Yeah. So cautious, man, because kids are a beautiful thing, but they're delicate minds, dude.
So while you're sitting here screaming at your kids on Thanksgiving Day, just think about this episode.
You know what? The screaming at kids is not out of the norm sometimes in some houses, man. Because I've been in some Thanksgivings where these kids don't shut up. These kids don't get off the furniture, running around. It's
running into people, knocking shit over.
That's when the belt comes off before the food.
Tony walks in the house.
For different reasons.
Hi, everybody.
I took my belt off. Oh, you hungry? No, I'm just ready.
No. just prepare,
I'm
baby.
just ready, man.
Just ready.
Sometimes you
I'm
gotta.
ready for anything.
Sometimes you just gotta learn.
You gotta learn how to, take a hit. No.
It's like I grew up in the honeymooners days. It bangs boom to the moon. Like,
to the moon.
I grew up on that. All right, so.
Oh, happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Yes.
Beat your kids. Just joking. Don't beat it unless they deserve it.
It's like, unless it deserve it first.
Just joking.
And for real, like, so
I'm just
I get it. A lot of people don't like beating their kids or whatever, right? So
you know me. I mean,
but
I don't hit my kids.
But if you're gonna do it, the energy comes from the leg. So you start here, right, and you follow through. All right.
Yeah. So
that's.
But here's the thing, though. Don't twist too hard into it because you don't want to put all your force.
So just connect, and it comes from the power comes from the right leg. So
show me where
it's like this. So
it's here, right?
Just good old crack every now. Just set the tone. You know what I mean? Just set the tone across the house.
Be thankful, everybody, and enjoy your holiday.
Yes.
Enjoy it.
From us and ours to you and yours. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yes.
I'm Matt.
This is Tony.
And this is the Tsunami Thanksgiving special podcast.
Yes.
Let's go.
Gobble, gobble.
Gobble, gobble, baby.
Mm-hmm.
There it is. Cornucopia. Look at that pumpkin. Mm-hmm. Have you ever eaten a piece of corn that looked like that?
Yes.
Really? What the hell is that about?